Yes, YouTube, welcome back. Episode 8 at the pump track at my very own compound. It's really sick. It's like, I've said this every time that it's exciting. It is exciting. Look what's going on. It's crazy. We've got Ben here. Ben's on the wheelbarrow. Man's on the wheelbarrow. Scott's here, who often shoots these videos for me. He's helping dig, which is sick. We're also taking photos today on the compound jumps, actually riding, which is going to be sick. I'll feature some of that in this video. And Jig is here, who's been helping loads. He works nights and then works here in the day with me, so he can graft, that's for sure. So, we're at the pump track. What's happened? Lots has happened. Do you want to know what's happened? I'll tell you. So, this area here, like we're working through the pump track from this side all the way across now, and when it's finally done, like probably the final thing to get built will be the chute up on top of the roll-in, which is going to complete the circuit. But there's more than one circuit, that's just going to be another route. And the more and more the digging's happened, the more and more the pumps have been built, the berms are being shaped, lines are clearly opening up, and there's so many options available, which I believe is what makes pump track special. They can be ridden in so many more ways than dirt jumps, slopestyle courses, which are all just unidirectional, where they can be ridden in one way. So, this pump straight, in the last video we said, look, there's the first pump straight forming, which has got, I mean, and then look, it has been some rain. It's not the sunny days we had over the weekend, so these footprints are just in the soft, sort of rain affected sand. So we've got this pump straight here that goes into a berm. That berm has now been really tidied up. There was lots of lumps of clay that were sticking out. They all had to be chipped off now that everything's bone dry. And it's got some awesome shape to it. I think today I'm gonna make the entrance a bit higher, because looking at it, it feels like it's quite tight, and if you could come in from a higher line here and bring that up to where I've piled that clay, it feels like you're going to be able to carve down the berm rather than hitting the apex there and destroying it. So that's something I'm keen to do today. Go on Ben, dump this barrow. As I'm vlogging, sand is appearing, and there's a time lapse happening right there, so you'll actually see me marching around talking to you guys, which is quite funny. So I did a time lapse of shaping this berm and getting it all dressed up with the sand, which looks really cool, which I'm going to play 3, 2, 1 now. Right, so that time lapse is pretty cool. Berms are fun to build. They don't take too long once, if you put the work in at the start and get all the base there, just tighten them up actually is quite quick. So the pump track has now taken a turn back on itself again. So we're on like the 3rd lane across now, which is awesome. And this roller on the way out needed moving. That pump bump was quite far out of the berm, but it kind of needs to be on the exit, because with these two 180 corners, what would be really cool is if you could rail this one and almost pull out of the top and land in the opposite pump there. And likewise, if you rip round that berm there, leave and land in this pump, it's kind of a cheating way of making the berm twice as wide. You leave it before the end, carry more speed, drop into the pump opposite, pump, double your speed without ripping too tight around a 180 corner. Because we've always said 180 corners are a lot of fun, but if you want a pump track or a downhill track or something to last a long time, those berms do just get ruined. And if people are turning up with spiky tyres, which hopefully they don't, they won't last long. So if you can leave that berm before the end and jump into a pump and make a straight line, you've hit the jackpot there, haven't you? So that took a bit of thinking, but I've moved the rollers back, which means that's now an option. So today, this whole area where the pipes of pea shingle has been laid needs covering with this sand road planings mix. A few people have asked, what are road planings? I don't know. It's just the stone that gets mixed with tarmac to make roads. It literally, the roads you drive your car on are made of road planings and tarmac. There's just a pile of it there which I'm mixing with sand, so I don't actually know what it is. I can't give you a link to where to buy it, but they're just road planings. So this whole area needs covering with sand. We've got rain coming this week. If we can get all the clay covered, the shoe situation is going to stay nice. I'm not going to have to wear huge Great Wellington boots for digging, and I can see what the lay of the land is. So this volcano feature, that's next. We're going back that way. The lip's going to need doing, which will look amazing, but I haven't showed you yet, but I've actually already done the landing with the boys. So have a look at how insane it looks. Have a look. Right, Whoa, looks unbelievable. And that little clay hip there, I'm thinking about leaving that as clay. It looks so good as clay and not sand that it might be worth just leaving it like that, because you're not going to have to ride that hip, but on the days when it's nice, it'd be cool just to have it clay, rock hard, like baked like rock. The reason, guys, that I did the landing first is because it's been getting more sun. So the last few days of really hot sunshine have been pounding the landing of the spine, so it went rock hard, and that means it's time to dress it with sand. Whereas the lip side doesn't get as much sun, so it's still a little bit softer, but today it's definitely hard, so that whole spine's going to be done. So in today's video, we're going to get out of the 180 corner, well, the left berm, and basically it's going to be done by the time we've covered that roll of the bomb hole in the lip. That's a whole nother straight leading back, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3 lanes open. Then all we have to do is return the other side of the spine into that berm, and there's a complete pump track here. So guys, the people who have been saying, come on, we're excited to see you ride it, when are you going to ride it? Well, there's the answer. 1 episode time, really. So it's pretty cool. And the fact that I'm just filming myself and these guys running wheelbarrows means that things are going to happen a lot faster. So there are things after that that are going to need doing. We'll talk about that later, but let's just crack on. Let's get involved with these time lapses. You guys like them, and then we'll see what the plan is at the end of the day. But it's pretty damn cool, eh? It's actually looking a lot better than I ever thought. But let's go, time lapse, whoosh. Yes, so progress has definitely been made in the last few days on the volcano and out of this berm. Stuff's looking amazing. I'll just spin the camera around and show you what we've got to look forward to. Just one of the sickest looking spines ever. I guess it's actually a volcano, if you're being specific. It's got a deck on the top right there, so it makes it a volcano and not a spine. But it just looks crazy. I'm so stoked, and the time lapse looked unreal of that one. So definite progress now. We've got 3 lanes of the pump track all in, and then like 2, 3 more to go. There's so many transfers forming, guys. Like someone said, can you jump out of my big kicker into the rainbow there? For sure, that's a line. It's massive and scary, but I like people that look out for transfers, and that's on. You can go bash out of there and into there, which is cool. Don't know what you're going to do with all the speed. You'll probably be able to triple up all those rollers and land miles away, but that's to be figured out with the time. So yeah, a lot's happening. Definitely a lot's happening. I'm stoked, guys. Thank you for supporting the pump track build. You are all absolute legends. That is the truth. That is fact. And next video is going to be all sorts going on over there. Coming back, building rollers, building tabletops to tabletops, dragon back rollers, huge down, just all sorts of shapes. This is going to be that supercross straight we talked about all the way back to me. The one thing I didn't do is extend the top of this berm a little bit higher, but that's to come. So guys, when you're watching this video, I'm flying to Switzerland for a contest called Rocket Air. So back on the slopestyle contest this weekend. back to vlogging next weekend at the pump track. So keep your eyes peeled for the next upload. Peace out guys, you're all legends. Volcano looks sick. Yeah.